And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at Roll for Your Life Candyman. Now, Roll for Your Life is actually a dice version of a board game that you probably haven't heard of called Run for Your Life Candyman. When Smirk Dagger first came into existence, they made some silly little games, and one of them was Run for Your Life Candyman, where you had a candy, basically a gingerbread cookie person on a sheet of paper, and you ran around the board and you would attack each other with bazookas and all sorts of crazy stuff. Silly game. And then when you hit someone and blew off their leg, you would actually take the piece of paper and rip the leg off. It was pre-legacy, a legacy style game. This is not quite the same thing in ripping legs off of paper, but you are ripping off other cookies' legs. It takes a silly little theme of cookies fighting each other, delicious gingerbread cookies, and making it a quick, fast dice game. Here's how it plays. So in this game, each player is going to get their own cookie that they're going to form their cookie warriors. You'll be picking different pieces and forming your cookie warrior who have a head, 2 arms, 2 legs, and a torso. You're also going to have 4 dice that match the color of your cookie man. So you'll have these dice. You'll notice that the sides of these dice show mittens, and they'll show boots, and then they show candy canes. And so what's just going to happen is you'll say go, and you'll roll the dice as fast as you can. And you set aside any dice you want, and you'll pick up the other dice and you'll roll them as quickly as you can. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the dice to all be the same thing. So once you pull that off without cheating like I just did, then you will grab the candy cane in the middle. The first person to do that and who has correctly rolled 4 of the same thing will get to do whatever it says. So if you rolled 4 arms, you take an arm off someone else and put it in front of you. That's your score pile. Taking your weapon, okay? If you roll 4 of the feet, obviously you can take one of the feet off one of your opponent. If you roll 4 peppermint swirls, you'll take one of these special treats in the middle of the table and you'll put it on as protection. If you have one on you already as protection, your opponent can take it off and do what the instructions are. Here, steal a treat from a foe. Or this one here, this is M-Dud, no other effect. Or steal a trophy and place it in your score pile. Or take a limb from each foe. Or here's another M-Dud. Draw a new treat from the box. Choose a foe. They must be attacked next. So those will happen when you grab one of those from someone else. If you roll 4 of a kind on your very first throw, which doesn't happen very often, you treat them as wild. You shout sweet when you grab the candy cane when that happens, because you get to do any of those actions. If you can't do the action, then it's a foul and you sacrifice a cookie part. Now, if you roll 4 peppermint swirls, you can also grab a head or a torso, but you can only do that when they have no legs or arms left, where you take them out. And once you've lost all your cookie parts, you're out of the game. And when only one player is left, each person is going to get 1 point for the different cookie parts that they have taken from everybody else. Special treat tokens are worth 1 or 2 points. Basically, it will show you on the token itself how many points it's worth. And then you start another cookie and you go over again. At the end of the game, the cookie that won gets the cookie crown, and they're the main winner of the game. Okay, well, first of all, if the game is terrible, you can always take this and put it on your tree. It's one of those candy canes. It's nice. I like the different pieces of these guys. I like having the different arms and the different legs and heads and putting them together. These tokens are okay, but what's the real winner of the game are these dice. They're great colors, they're great quality, they're fun to roll, and they look good on the table. And just the different treats and things that you have. The game has, just a bunch of pieces. It's not hard to put them together. The rule book is simple, and on the back they explain what all the special treats does. They're not that complex, but they don't take any chances here. But the production of this game, very well done. So this game is essentially a speed dice game. That's all it is. It's going to work really well for kids. I found kids really enjoy it. And don't worry, parents, this is not a game of violence. You're just ripping off legs of gingerbread guys. It's silly, 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 silly. But it's fast. It's a fast-flowing game. You roll, grab this, roll, grab that. Sometimes you'll roll all 4 almost right away. Sometimes it'll take forever. It kind of evens out as the game goes by. The silly theme is maybe a little more than I want. it's kind of a game that I was amused playing for about 10 minutes. And the game isn't long. It says 10 to 30. 30 is way too long for this kind of game. It actually comes much closer to a 10, 15-minute game, and that's fine. And then I'm good. I'm like, okay, what else is there? It's not the kind of game that I want to play over and over again. But I will say that kids did enjoy it. They like the colorful, the gingerbread man. You're like, I ripped your leg off now. I'm eating it. It's so delicious. Gingerbread cookies. Run for your life. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. That's been out there for a long time. And, of course, the guy in Shrek. But the game is what it is. I think some people are really going to get a kick out of it. I was amused by it for a short period of time. Like I said, not something I want to play over and over, but it does have really great components. And if you want to play like maybe a Christmas holiday themed game of sorts, this is one that you might want to check out. Fast, fun, short, roll for your life, Candyman. Dice Tower Judgment, fast, fun, and short.